about, just in case it jumps off, disconnects and then reconnects, it's only because, I jumped from, you know, Wi-Fi to my visible data, so I mean, my Wi-Fi, if I jump from my Wi-Fi to, you know, look, I'm programmed to love you because I don't understand some of the things you do. So versus me trying to knock you off or get rid of you because I don't understand you, which is another form of programming. That's another form of programming. You know, I'm back. Reconnected. Anyway, I did this, Mom. Did I freeze again on you? Nah, I had to. It's cool, man. I went in the house and my uncle was listening to like one of the other YouTubers go ham on you know how they do the side by side review videos and stuff. And apparently there's a lot of, how do I say it the right way? Other earthlings down here on other countries or from other countries that feel some type of way, and this immigrant word keeps getting thrown. Bitch, I'm not an immigrant. Like, for one thing, this just because I'm this don't make me an immigrant. I was born over here, so stop using that word so loosely. That's why I say some of this shit we need to let go. It's just accept you being a part of the world. We can just be like, that's a Mexican, still from Earth. That's a people that live in America, still from Earth. People that live there, we fuck all of that. Just say we live on Earth. If aliens came, they wouldn't give a damn about none of that shit. They'd be like, oh, they're Earthlings, period. Earthlings. Do you think God is sitting wherever he's sitting? Do you well look, let's dual code this one. Do you think God or your higher self or Buddha or Allah or any figure that you would call a deity that lives outside of the third dimensional aspect of creation, observing things from an observer's point of view, truly, not saying that you don't realize how powerful or who your soul actually is. You just think that it's your soul connected to your body and it's you, but we're not even gonna get into that. All I'm getting into is, do you think God sits down here like, oh yeah, them the Mexicans, them the Spanish people, Africans, them the black ones. It's a bunch of different ones of them. Some speak Ugandan, some speak Zulu, some speak, Yoruba. It's a bunch, it's hundreds of them. Them the white folks. We got hundreds of them. Some of them speak German, French. We don't really know. Fuck all of that. That's why we keep going at each other. Because we refuse to accept the fact that we're just a bunch of people that live all across the world. Now, back to it. We're also a bunch of people who have committed heinous acts against ourselves throughout time. So, and now, I'm gonna be real. Your soul is making everything resonate on the surface. It's crying. We got to get to the bottom of this. It's like, it's like a tiger that bites another tiger's tail, and now the other tiger has a vendetta, and he's like chasing the other tiger around. He's like, but I'm gonna return that bite. An eye for an eye. It's really that. It's really the Christ conscience clashing with the eye for an eye concept. Because I ain't gonna lie, the Christ conscience kind of does clash with the universal aspect of existence, like cause and effect for everything that's created. Something is destroyed, equal, balance of the universe. People be like, energy cannot be created or destroyed. We're not gonna get into that right now. All I'm saying is, somebody called me that at work. It was like, you guys are indigenous too. I mean, that's what they say. You guys are immigrants too. I was like, no, I'm not an immigrant. My people built this shit. Like, I know cases where they stole deeds and different things from different variations of my people that was over here because they felt like, oh, this black guy has to be an African. I'm pretty sure, oh, this black lady has to be an African. Round them up, put them on the ship, send them back so we can make sure they're Africans. And you don't understand the process of that. Coming over here, selling in a ship, it don't matter whether we were Indians, indigenous, whether we were nomadic black people that just wanted to see the world and see, oh yeah, bro, that's a bunch of water. You want to see what's on the other side of it? It just looks bigger than the lakes. So I feel like it goes on forever. Let's see if it's an end of the world. And we sail and we hit land and the land is here. We do the same thing. You later on follow up, come here and be like, oh, we discovered America. We didn't do none of that shit. We just came over here like, oh, new land. Let's see what we can do, who we can help, what we can build. We probably was building. Then the Indians popped out like, oh, what are you doing here? We building some stuff. You want help? You know what I'm saying? Indians like, yeah, how? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You come over here, act like you want to build some stuff, and then go to destroying things, go to poisoning things, go to pressing your edict on the people that already had an established culture. And now it don't matter if it's been covered up, burnt in the church. The culture is in the people. You feel me? It's like DNA. If you're not immortal, you won't continue to keep the DNA within you. You'll spread it and disperse it over the eons, or you'll spread it and disperse it over your existence, over your pool, your DNA pool, your Akashic records. That means you'll spread data and information of how to work, how to learn, how to eat, how to sleep. You ever notice you might do something? They are so funny. Anyway, I think all dogs are funny. I be wondering, like, what do their little doggy minds be thinking? Look, it's a man, it's a man, it's a man, it's a man, it's a man. Get him! Ah! All right, back to reality. Wait, I gotta keep playing with the dog. Look, listen, watch him get quiet. I be thinking it's people out, so I be waving in all directions like a president. But anyway, let's just take my little walk. Look, listen, check it out. So, cause it kind of bothers me, but it kind of don't. But then I kind of like the universe will be like, say something, and I'll be like, fine, I'll say something. You're stupid. Like, if you want to debate over it, you're stupid. That's like telling an Egyptian they not Egyptian. Like, nigga, if I was born in Egypt and I'm an Egyptian, I'm an Egyptian. That's like, what you're doing, it's like telling the Australians they're not Australian. Like, every level, like what you're doing. Like, and then you come in and be like, yeah, the black people are immigrants too. Shouldn't they have to leave? No, nigga, we built it. Why should we leave what we built? The fuck? Who does that? Like, come on, man. Like, not saying in biblical aspects we haven't done that before, haven't left one place to go to another place for whatever reason. Ecosystems changing, it might get colder or something might just give us the notion and we feel like, you know what, we just need to go. But that was a long time ago. Now the world is fully inhabited by human species, Homo erectus, or, man, modern man, if you want to say that, whatever you want to call us, Homo sapien, however you want to get at it. You know what I'm saying? To me, we just men. We're men, manly men. We can woman, the womb of, let's not get into this. Let's not do it. You're gonna be in here talking about some, bro. He like a, he's like a nice unk. No, I'm not. I'm another level with it. I just choose to be polite because I've been programmed to love you, regardless, even if I don't like you. I don't know if you read the same book I read. That's why I be wondering what's going on with the world. Like, a lot of people will come up and they'll slang Jesus in my face. And I be waiting for them to step out of that character, or waiting for them to show me the real them. Show me the Lucifer within you. Because right now you're pushing something at me that I know is not in you. If we're going to go straight to it, you're going to just, hey, have you heard the good word of Jesus? Lord, how long shall I be amongst them? I loathe them, but love them. How long? The cup is too, I can't take that. This cup is too much, God. You got to pay attention. In the good book, there were 12 disciples. Each one of them got on Jesus' nerves. I'm going to be real with you. Because they was all not with faith. A lot of them had no faith in what he was falling in water. A lot of them just had no real faith in what it's like they knew who he was, but they just did not believe in what he was capable of. You ever had friends around you, like they know you about this, but they keep trying to peer pressure you and stuff? Or, you can't change the person, but you can change their views on life when it comes down to it. Like, I can't change you in the way you activate in life. I can help you alter your views on life. Thus, when you're ready to step into a change, you activate it with you, yourself, and God. That's between y'all. The rest of it is like, you wake up, you was feeling good. Somebody step on your shoe. Now, automatically, you feeling bad. You forgot you was feeling good 2 seconds ago till they stepped on your shoe. some reason you feel disrespected. And for some reason, now you can't let it go. And you like, hey, you stepped on my shoe. When really it's just a shoe. You act like you gonna look, listen, check this out. When you trip over stuff, you get a little upset. It's because of your programming. You feel like someone or something is offending you. You need to get out of that. Get out of that. I'm gonna be real. I trip up and I think the universe is telling me something. Like, yeah, the universe is definitely trying to tell me something. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. So I be looking at it like maybe everyone else feels like this and go around people. And a lot of people will be like, yo, why don't you interact with more people? You guys scare me. We might disagree with each other and then you want to knock me off. I don't want to knock you off if I disagree with you. I don't give a fuck. You did. Look, if I disagree with anything you say, I'm gonna start agreeing. But this is look, listen, most of us, and then most of the time it's like, I'm gonna agree to disagree with your ass and just continue to be like, yeah, bro, you right, and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Push through. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and dwell and be like, oh, that motherfucker gotta go. No, it ain't that serious. You're human. You're entitled to your own opinion and belief down here. As long as you don't come for me and mine, I won't come for yours. It's just like that. I used to tell people, yo, I don't even come for you. A storm comes for you. Your ass will be sitting there and you'll be wondering why it's a hurricane sitting over your shit. Like, oh my, scaring the shit out of you. I ain't even have to pray for it. That's just how God feels about me. I love my higher self. I love God. I love Jesus. Amazing. Look at this world we live in, bro. Y'all worried about the wrong things. I'm telling y'all, boreholes. If I don't come online and hear about y'all digging boreholes around volcanoes to ventilate the earth and us further working on innovating world peace, it's like, look, listen, I'm gonna put it on you. One world order. One world order means less war. You think it means world domination or, some communist. No. With the intellect we have, one world order equals world freedom. That means the stuff that they're going to police is the things that they're already policing. Drugs, tyranny, terrorism, those things, right? DTT, the regular shit. The stuff you don't really want out here anyway. Look, listen, they legalized drugs in one of these countries, one of these states over here. They said the crime went down, but the death toll went up. Like, people are just ODing and committing suicide. Now, look, listen, these people are doing everything they can do to control the way the money's distributed. Everything they can do. For whatever reason, the money is convincing you or trying to teach you, or you're accepting this money as your level of freedom instead of accepting the fact that you're already free. So now, when we doing these boycotts and immigration running in and they like, hey, black people, we need your help. And we like, that ain't our problem. You should have did it right the first time. Now, deep down inside, we feel like if you came over here, get your citizenship. Bro, I was working at the airport. This lady, like, her daughter started crying because the officer asked, he said, damn, it's been 20, you've been over here 20 years and you ain't got your citizenship? And he's like, the little girl starts crying. She, you're being racist. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm being for real. He's like, if I lived in Mexico, I'd be smart enough. If I was over there for 20 years. But look, this is how modern most Americans think. Anywhere we move, if we know we moving there, we changing our license over. We going to go get everything to let you know we have switched states, or we have switched. What's the good word? We have. What is it? Look. Forgive me. Hold on. Wait. It's another quarterments. We have switched quarterments. Boom. Like, look. I'm in South Carolina right now. I was in Atlanta. You two, come on, Joshua, are you in South Carolina? Would you like to change your living situation? Would you like to change your location on here so people know that you now are a resident of South Carolina? And I'm like, that's fire. This is how American shit set up. How you think in America? If I'm going to move out of Texas and go to Atlanta or New York, you know what I'm saying? And I know this is where I'm moving to for an extended period of time. I'm gonna go get a license and everything that says where the freak I just moved to, so I don't gotta worry about the police. And I'm pretty sure every it doesn't matter our color. We just think like that. We like, shit, if I move to Jamaica and I know I'm in Jamaica, bro, I'm about to go get a citizenship. What the fuck wrong with you? If I move to Africa and I know I'm in Africa, dog, first thing I'm going to go do is get a citizenship so I can rock out. When you over here, the first thing you should do over here, if you really know hey, I'm with the shit over here. I'm with America. I'm with it. I don't want to go back. No going back. No going back. then go get your citizenship. Don't cry when somebody say, "Damn, you been here 20 years and you ain't got your citizenship." But you tweaking. But this was before Trump even got in office. Low key, the universe was letting her know what was coming. Like, look, get your citizenship. He not playing. You crying about some shit. You think he being racist? He being real. He warning your ass that in a minute they about to start booming down on your ass. You ain't got your citizenship, so technically your ass is still illegal over here. You've been over here too long. Like they look, listen. If I'm up here for 3 months in South Carolina, I have to go change my license over. If not, I get warnings and different things like that. This is in every state. Where I got pulled over in Atlanta, and I had been in Atlanta. For some reason, the officer just knew, oh, you've been down here for a minute, ain't you, buddy? You driving a Lyft car in Atlanta with a Atlanta tag on it? Yeah, you lying. Because I told him I live in South Carolina. He laughed. He said, look, bro, I'm going to give you a warning. Go get your Georgia license. The next officer that pulls you over is going to give you a ticket. You get too many, they'll take your license away from you. And I'm like, damn, they can do that even if I ain't from this state? He's like, yeah, cool black dude. I had to look it up. He was right. They could have done that. They could do it. Now, I know some of the laws and stuff are funny, like all over the world. Wherever you go, the laws are funny, but you got to follow the laws of the land. Christ conscience. Love lift us up where we belong. You dig? Can't you just love it? You just love that shit? Listen. It's like this. Some of the best music that came from over here. So of course, a lot of the artists or some of the artists that came over here and got on were foreigners because we're American. We love foreign shit. We love foreign music. We love it. Like you think we don't, but we do. We love the fact that we don't know what you're saying sometimes. We be like, God, what are they saying? It's amazing. The vibrations, because we're people. We're humans. We came into existence through vibration. So naturally, we're going to like vibrations, especially if it's a little bit strange, but it resonates with us in some way. Like if you got some sort of heritage or ties to those people, like you might have them, like technically we're all connected. You take an ancestry test, you can find that out. You're going to be like, damn, I got a whole family in Beijing. Damn, what was my granddaddy doing? It's not that. You're going to have to go further back than your granddaddy sometimes. Sometimes you're going to have to go all the way back to bare base of your tribe. Period. That's just how it is. Most people don't want to know or they don't want to tell people the secrets they got going on over here. It's like you want to keep it between you and God. I have no problem with that. To each his own. Some of us are just hoes. You just find out the wrong way that, this set of people in your family ain't your family. And hold on, y'all. I got him. Jetty. I love that dog. That dog is fire. Anyway, his owners are amazing. Whoever raised that dog is amazing. Look, listen. Check me out. Yeah, I got to get me a dog. It's like what my folks were saying. My uncle was saying. I wave at everybody just putting out good energy. Some people don't wave back. Some people do. Some people hit you with the, hey, you never know how people are feeling. Some people need more love than a little bit. You should be the one to give that love instead of being the one to punch or throw a punch at somebody for no reason. And like you woke up on the bad side of the bed, you was mad at God, you couldn't find nobody else, or you picked the next person that was next to you to take out your anger and frustrations on. That's wrong. Meditation, self-care is the best care. You feel me? I be feeling some type of way every day. Like I be trying to sell CDs. I be trying to get my music out there. You think I don't be getting mad sometimes? But a lot of times I just ignore it. I breathe. I walk away. I go meditate. Because, time has done this to us. Not only time and deceitful acts against man, against each other, against our brethren. You know what I'm saying? Because God created us all to be together. He said, look, I'm gonna create you and I want you to have people with you. Some of them gonna be your friends. A lot of them you should figure out how to make friends with them. Some of them you're gonna need to help. You're gonna need to help them with their life so they can help you with your life. Some people you gotta help understand so you can understand. Most people that'll go over your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't understand what random act of kindness is. Pure act of kindness, not just random, not even random acts of kindness no more. Focused acts of kindness, intentionally doing kind things, not randomly, just all the time, just doing it. And especially if you know you've done something negative, or you've had some negative feelings or reactions to your day when you woke up. You might have woke up feeling bummy or feeling like the universe just don't love you. Go out and do something positive. Do shit that's fun for people. Go out and just open doors for people. Hey, hey, hey. If you that person that can be like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in some shit, do it. You can invest in people. Do whatever. Like, go hug people. Get you a shirt that say, need a hug. Or I need a hug. Can you help me? See what the heck happens. I don't be that far in it. God blessed me to be a Scorpio, which is not really a curse, but I'm not really sure if it's a true blessing, because alongside being a Scorpio, I'm a bit of a germophobic. So if you just breathe near me too close, I'll be thinking you about to get me sick. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll be like, I don't. They're like, I'm not as bad as a kid as I was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, bro, I go off. Nigga, I leave the room. You want me to leave the room as a kid? Pick your nose. Nowadays, I'm gonna tell you, get out your nose. Get out your nose. But yeah, so my main thing was I'm not a freaking immigrant. I love you though. I love you. You call me whatever, but that's only because we done been called everything over here anyway. You know how, like, in Africa, South Africa, they call the South Africans Bantu, and it's different names, Kappa or Kappa, different names that just be disrespectful. We done been called nigga over here the whole time. We got called nigga so much that we had to make it ours, and now it's what's up, my nigga. And people get mad at us when we do it, because they like, is that code word? Are you trying to exclude us from whatever's going on? You trying to say we're not the same? We're not. None of us are. And especially us. It's like, I did the numbers. I was like, technically, my race supposed to be wiped out. We supposed to be gone like the Tasmanians. Like, the shit we went through is, in the survival of it, is purely God. It's God letting you know you can't really stop him. You can't. If he wants it to be, it's going to be. It's the reason why they think we the Israelites in the Bible. Because despite, now look, you do go back to the tablets. You don't read anything about Israelites, so you realize, and you go to the Egyptian scrolls and papyruses. You don't read much about the Israelites until prior to 2,000 years ago, maybe like 20-something years ago, 2,300-something years ago. You don't find out anything about, true Christianity or the Israelites, but the tribe is still there. It talks about a tribe that at one point they thought they cut their dicks off, but they were really, what is it, castrated? It's a word. You gotta cut that little meat off, and boom, so you can. It's a word for it. You know what I'm trying to say? But they had to do that to all the boys and the kids that had not been doing it, all the men, because that was their tradition. They felt like that little meat would make people sick. Just hanging over your stuff. You had to get it done. But anyway, your mama was gonna be like, oh, cut the flap. And they only did it when you got to a certain age. This was to mark you as a specific tribe. We was technically supposed to be that tribe. And now, it gets into it. They started that as a tradition off of just watching us, because they felt like that one specific group was blessed above others. You feel me? So, getting to the realness though, like getting all the way into the realness of it, like, I kind of want to just walk around in a circle for 3 seconds, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm gonna try to sell more CDs in the hood, and then I'm gonna go to my store over here. But right now, we're just gonna bop. I think I'm gonna go to the, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna just walk across the street anyway, because I still got more to say. I know it's 24 minutes. I'm not even gonna be on here too much longer messing with y'all. I gotta go handle some stuff, so I'm gonna go over here while I walk in circles, and then I'm gonna try to sell a couple CDs while I do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it in. Sell a couple CDs while I do this. But anyway, you know what I mean? I be like, yo, what's up? Like, we always doing dumb stuff, and then we gotta figure out what you covering up. You know what I'm saying? The government, what you covering up? Like, you be like, yeah. I was online that watched the dude get assassinated. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Kennedy. I mean, I know he's not a president, but the scenario reminded me of Kennedy. Guy riding, drop top, boom. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of Kennedy. The guy on stage, on podium, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, they bop out and expose. Us as black folks, we've been saying Abraham Lincoln is black for years. Like, I've been telling these people, Abraham Lincoln was black. Bro, it's possible that it's a bunch of them that was black, but you know what I'm saying, due to how they took the pictures, if you would have looked at a picture of Etta James back in the day, you would have thought she was a white girl. If you would have looked at a picture of even of Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters. Bro, if you would have looked at a picture of Kendrick Lamar back in the day with a pin up and a comb over, that nigga would have looked white. Bro, I'm telling you, like, it's a way to make you look white, and then later on in years, people just think you're white. And then that's called the cover up, one of the cover ups. But let's not get into that, because none of that matters. I understand. People want to be able to teach their kids about slavery in America. Basically, look, to me, the more you teach about it, the more you teach belittling a culture is actually good. You teach that it's good. Like, I'm with some of the people that say get rid of it. Like, get rid of it, but make it accessible to people that want to know true history. It's like, well, like, if you, like, keep it in the library, get it out of real life because it causes problems. It's best to just forget about it. But guess what? 1,000 years from now, that's what they're going to do. You trying to hold on to something that you can't hold on to. That's your problem. Like, we was trying to let it go at one point. Now everybody like, oh, we need to know our roots. No, I want to know my roots before I was a fucking slave. I don't want to know about being a slave. I don't want you to teach my daughter about me being a slave. I want to know about who I was. Look, they told me I was a king before I was a slave. Tell me some shit about that. Tell me about my royalty. Don't keep sitting up here telling, because you're just making me feel worse. But look, listen, they want us to rebel. They want us to spaz so they can drop a bomb on us again. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. First you turn me on, then you turn me on, then you dropped a bomb on. You get it? You gotta listen to the lyrics. First, you invested in what I had. I'm talking about different black communities. They invested in that shit just to do experiments on it, on their economical growth. So you don't know who you're dealing with. That's why it's best to say, and just live your life. But if we're going to do this, we're going to do it. Everything has to be fought for, except for true freedom. It's a choice. Everything has to be fought for, except for true love. It's a choice. You don't have to be like, money make the world go around forever. Money make the world go around? No, it don't. Look, listen. This is what you believe. You believe that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God was that Word. And that belief is a fact. Far back, even beyond the ancestors that paint all of the Anunnaki stuff, far back. In the beginning, there was darkness, only God and the Word. And when he spoke, everything came into creation. Now look, the way he did it was laying down the structure of a freaking galaxy. So you got to put that all into play. You got to put a sun sitting here, or two liquids, or two forms of gases, two clouds that lapse over each other. Chemical reactions take off. Bam! Key structure. Pan node. It flattens. Disc shape. Becomes a sun. Sun has a baby planet sitting out there, debris floating all around it. This baby thing starts equivalating in mass and kicking other things out that become as big sometimes. Then you got the establishment of the 13 daughters. You feel me? That's 13 planets, by the way. Get your life together. Get your life together. What's up, folks? It's like, you know what I mean? The whole world got fucked. You can't say by who. You just got to say, well, I'll be damned, and live your life. Because they'll turn you up and then they'll drop a bomb on you. You dig? Why not just drop your own bomb on them? I'm not talking about a real boom bomb. I'm talking about the peace bomb. The I don't give a fuck about what you doing bomb. Like, whatever. Because if it's not really helping us grow economically, why should we pay attention to it? Why should we give our time and energy to it? If it's not helping us grow as a people and as a community, why should we give our time to it? Like, I understand giving chances. I love you, like I said. Some of y'all, I don't like you at all, but I love you to death. Till death do us part, I love you. Like, real talk, I love you like I love God. And I love you like God loves me and loves us all. It's real. It's real deal stuff. I'm pretty sure Jesus was at that same level. And most people, like, even most of my friends, when I talk about Jesus, they be like, do you think he existed? I don't know, man. Do you think I exist? Do you think we exist? Do you think maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years in year fucking whatever thousand, do you think they're gonna ask the same question? Did Josie Fuller really exist? Or was he this character named Josh? I think his name was Oshia. No, I think his name was God. I don't really know. Was his name Joseph? Man, was he? Look, listen. But if you able to crank that music up and boom, hey baby, you're gonna realize who I was. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. You know, the stuff that you find, like the anti-cathera mechanism is supposed to wake people up. The signs in the stars, heavens, it's letting you know somebody coming back. Did you know in the Sumerian tablets they wrote about the same thing? Enki said the same thing. There'll be signs in the stars to let you know of our return. Look to the east or look to the such and such. They had a specific direction that we could point. A lot of these, look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a keynote on this shit. When you go back and study them tablets, things like Umawa and freaking 3AI Atlas are coming from that direction. To me, it's something massive behind it, pushing those objects towards us. And it's so massive, or at least when it comes to like a physical mass, not like Jupiter, it's mass like a super Earth, like solid with waters and whatever. Could be Planet X, Planet 9, whatever you want to call it. Could be Nibiru. But I'm pretty sure it's somewhere floating through the Oort cloud or right above the horizon of the Oort cloud. Trust me, if it makes it through, it's gonna make it through. And that means it's been making it through. And that means a planet like that going through a debris field with its own gravitational field is just going to push things to the side. But everything that gets caught up with it on this journey through the Kuiper Belt is going to hang on tight. And as it gets towards Jupiter, it's going to start ejecting things because Jupiter's magnetic field is going to pull it straight towards it. Not to mention the sun that we got at the center of ours is going to do the same thing. It's going to assist Jupiter, like boom. Or Jupiter is going to throw it an alley oop. It's going to come in right by the sun. And once it starts coming in, it's like we kind of got control of it. Like, I know when I say we kind of got control, I mean our star system, the actual solar system we're in, has a little control in it. Some of it's going to move funnier than others because it's coming from a different place in space. It's coming from a little bit beyond the Oort cloud. You feel me? So, and most people don't even know what the Oort cloud is. Like, and then the thing is, the Oort cloud is the firmament. But we don't want to get into that right now. We don't want to get into that. We don't want to get into that. We're not going to get into that. It's levels to this shit. Like, but we're so small, we can't think big enough to grasp the concept because you haven't truly found God within your heart. You're looking for him external, like that tree. You like, I wonder if God's inside this tree. Or I wonder if God's in the book that I'm reading or something. I wonder if I can find God in this or that, when you don't want to look in your heart. And that's why your ass ain't got no love, no compassion, and you debate on everything all the time. You lost. Like, some people, most of the people that really have it are out the way, and people that know don't say nothing. Like, I'm really care because I don't know shit. Like, I'm just a nigga that don't know nothing. I sing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm God's weapon or whatever, vessel, however you want to say. Look, I apologize if I ever offend you in any way. Anyway, and I wish you peace and blessings. Like, I want you to make $1,000,000, or I want you to be happy. You want kids, I want you to have those kids. You want a car, I want you to get that car, drive that Benz. I hope your refrigerator is full, like that little thing I seen. Look, I'm gonna tell you how I really feel. I feel amazing. Does my reality project amazing a lot? I don't know. On the outside looking in, you probably be like, yeah, bro, you ain't got shit going. I don't. But, inside, I do. I got God inside me, and I'm good with that. So I'm able to make my music and try to get out here and sell it, and sometimes get upset, go home, talk to God. I feel better about it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it took time to get to this, and it was the way I process things. I heard a dude say at the flea market today, he's like, well, I smell things different from you. He was talking to his wife. He was like, my nose receptors are different from yours. And I was like, huh, he got one. He's W, motherfucker. You won. Because he's right. If I smell shit, you might smell flowers. You feel me? If I'm up here thinking, oh, it smells like a cheeseburger, you're like, oh, it smells like mustard. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to see it differently. But look, listen, you might be able to understand it if you ask me about it, because you might be learning it for somebody that's here to teach you that it ain't what it is when it is what it is. So you like, okay, and guess what? They're programmed to do that. They was taught to do that. Like, for the ones, look, listen, for the ones that's chiming in, let me tell you a little something about Black America that you don't know. They used to study us in the churches. Like, they used to let us sit up our little outhouse. At first, we didn't even have outhouses. They used to let us sit up our little congregations in the woods, come out there with the white dude with the book, watching how we praise. They did this in Africa and did this over here in America, watching how we gave praise to our ancestors. And the moment they felt like, okay, now it's time for us to change their structures, that's when whips came out. If you didn't feel like preaching about what they wanted to preach you about, you can feel that whip across your ass. If you didn't want to praise Jesus when they wanted you to praise Jesus, and you was sitting up here talking about some Obatala will save me, or you sitting up here talking about some Oshun gonna save me, or you sit up here talking about some Thor's gonna save me, or some fucking whatever, nigga, God, just don't let them hit me again. You feel me? That's called hard psychological programming. Bro, I just convinced every nigga here to praise Jesus because they don't want to feel that across their back. You dig? Oh, it gets worse than across your back. We can sit you in a hole for a minute until you feel the Holy Spirit. That's what the fuck we went through. A hole with garbage, some sticks and wood at the bottom of it. You know, this is all stuff my ancestors in my line tell me. I'm just saying. Like it gets real, bro. And this is the stuff we gotta be like, okay, just cover that up. Cover it up and accept it for what it is. Take it is what it is and move forward. Cause this is America. You feel me? We worked hard to get this shit like this. I don't know about no immigrant shit, but none of that. Most of the time we be like, well, they need to take their ass on. We be over here debating who need to leave. We be like, yo, I feel like the Europeans need to leave. When we're African, maybe we need to leave. Maybe we just need to let them have it. And we can, it's empty states in Africa. They be looking at the same shit. It's empty places in Africa. We can just say, fuck them niggas and leave them behind. We don't even got to do this. We can go fuck with Africa. But look, listen, now you got Africa uniting, so none of us can do it. We either got to get in with y'all or don't. And that's why I'm like, yo, why we beefing with people that look the same as us? I'm like, yo, at any given time, I would tell you I'm British. I mean, I don't know any British shit. I would just be like, I'm British, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm from UK, London, pot of gold, Ireland. You don't even fuck. I'll tell you I'm Asian, bro. Yeah, I'm the Hokage, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look, you pay attention, bro. You're not catching the kitten calendars I'm throwing in your face. Like, we all gotta die one day. This is true. But can't we at least try to live long lives together? Don't you really want to look back at this and be like, hey, you remember that time when die? Well, shit, that shit was funny as hell. Look, we can enjoy our lives just making movies off our historical history. It's traumatizing, but it's historical. And our kids will love us anyway. Like, look, they gonna grow up in a different world either way. Lost in their own world, chasing the butterfly until they get a little older and realizing the butterfly done changed to some money. You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, give it a few more 100 years. If we're able to say, that's my brother, it don't matter his color. That shit don't matter. Yeah. We did whatever. We forgive each other. We forgive each other. We all forgive each other. Because I'm going to tell you right now, just as much dumb shit as they did, when we really reacted in the past, we really reacted in the past. Like, have you heard of Nat Turner? Do you know who Nate Fuller is? Do you know what Harriet Tubman did? Do you know about Ketcher Freeman? Do you know what the Great Rebellion really was? I'm talking about heinous, bro. Motherfuckers slamming babies' heads against the wall talking about this is justifying shit. That shit ain't justifying nothing. A murderer is a murderer no matter how you see it. It's people in hell we got to go rescue because we created a hell to rescue them from. You know what I'm saying? We got to find a way to forgive us. You wondering why black folks are mad at each other? I already know the answer. It's because we didn't stand up when we needed to stand up. When that nigga was chained up to that post and it was 100 niggas standing around this white boy cracking the whip, we were supposed to jump that white boy. This is nothing personal, but we were supposed to say, not today. No. This ain't that. You pull out your gun, it's too many of us at this moment. We about to kick your ass, nigga. Put that down. In a minute, we gonna lift you up, dust you off, cook you some supper, and we can talk about this shit. And then America would have it would have got this way quicker. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. We probably would have been in the future without slavery. Because motherfuckers was gonna do this anyway. You was gonna get bored, start stacking blocks on top of each other until you realized there was structure behind it. You know what I'm saying? Whether aliens came in or not, you was gonna get bored until you started scribbling stuff in the sand and realized you was making up something. I think I got a language. You was gonna murmur until you got to the yo, what's up? You was gonna do this regardless. We ain't have to hurt each other like that. I understand that. Motherfuckers need to apologize. We all need to have a sit down, come to God and say, you know what, bro, genuinely, I'm sorry for all that shit. And then we need to do the same thing. You know what? We fucking sorry for goddamn holding it over your head for so long. Then we can move the fuck on. Because the rest of it is like, bro, immigrant, what? Nigga, I'm on Earth, bro. I keep trying to tell you, if any other species come down here, them motherfucker is not gonna see you as an American. He not gonna see you as a Chinese. He not gonna see you as a Mexican. He gonna see you as a pure earthling. Oh, these are the earthlings. What did we do? That's when your ass gonna have to be like, oh shit. Shit, it ain't gonna matter if you East Side, Blood, Crip, any of that. It ain't gonna matter. None of that is gonna matter. You're gonna have to be like, look, All us, you ain't gonna do it. We gonna have to stand together then. You know what I'm saying? The world start turning topsy turvy. I bet your ass stand together then. Like, look, I suggest you go back into the Bible and you read about Christ some more and pay attention. And once you come back out of the Bible, I hope you understand yourself a little more. Now, look, when you understand yourself a little more, don't come out of it religious because that's going to get you hurt. That's going to lead to cultism. Then you just in a cult. You literally just in a cult. You're a Christian, cult. You're Muslim, cult. You cult. Cult. God ain't for that. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to look. All you got to do is talk to God and you can redo your energy. That's it. You can refuel yourself just by standing in the sun. I do it. Shit, I'm 38 years old, bro. Sometimes it's been times where I knew I was gonna die. Like I knew it was the end. But a voice in the back of my head was like, nah, not you, not now. But you know better than that. Don't you got faith? You've been here long enough to know faith. This is a lesson for you to learn. Durability. And next time, check your brakes. You feel me? Make sure they solid before your ass starts sliding around everywhere. So God. You know what? Check yourself. Make sure you're in a safe location. Stop doing random dumb stuff to get people to start boom booming at you. Like what the heck? Like you in here doing stuff that starts wars. You feel me? You selling dope and shit. Stop it. Like look, man, me and my uncle had to come to terms because we was talking about some. Well, he's sending the army in. Is he doing it for the immigrants or what? No, he's literally told y'all he's gonna go to war with drugs with all cartels. This is a war with drugs. So look, you got a bunch of YNs. Like I don't look. I love all y'all. Y'all need to calm down. Like stop killing each other and killing your community. You be like, oh, I'm doing my part. This population control. Look, that gun is for more than what you're doing it with. It's for protection of your house. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't have to protect your house from yourself. I mean, like, technically it makes sense, but it don't. It don't. You're supposed to be safe enough to save yourself and help yourself. Save yourself the time by helping yourself. And when I say yourself, I mean your reflections, your brothers, your sisters, the people that we really supposed to be living here to protect. Like, look, we've had great leaders and we be pissing on their grave. Literally be pissing and then pouring a 40 ounce of malt liquor on their grave. Look, doing what we doing and then hollering out, oh, Bobby Seale this or, freaking goddamn Huey P. Newton this is basically pissing on Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale's grave and then pouring some malt liquor out and then saying for the dead homies. Bro, stop that. Like, we sit here and talk all this good game about I have a dream, America, this, that, and the third, and then we sit here in this super divided state. Like a house divided will not stand. I'm being for real. A house divided won't stand. I mean, you need God as the base anyway, but if that thing is divided, it still ain't gonna stand. God is sitting here using all his muscle trying to hold it together, and you trying to pull and run the other way. Like, come on, bro, why are you running from yourself? And then, like, look, let me point this out. For all of the Africans that are in Africa that keep thinking that we some different Africans, can y'all just keep that same energy? Like, and then just realize while you talking shit, you coming over here to do things that we already doing. And guess what? It's easy for you to do it because you ain't got to do what we did to do it. Your people ain't got to stand on that side while the white folks over here. We watch the movie Life and we say jokes about it. Yeah, these whites on the pies or these ain't no nigga pies. We say jokes about it. Shit was real. It was real enough for them to make a movie about it. You feel me? So just think about it like that. And I know they had apartheid over in South Africa that kind of like is something like this because you guys were being colonized while we were being raped, plundered, and pillaged. I don't know if that's hardly the same thing. Like, look, I do have compassion and I'm considerate to the fact that they killed over 300,000 black folks in their own country that wouldn't convert to Christianity or wouldn't convert to colonization. I know. But were you taken from different places in the world, confused, shackled, and brought to another country, and then told, you know what, forget about it. You guys are okay. We're gonna give you reparations. You're free. Well, what the reparations at? Well, shit, you free. God damn it. Damn, that's your reparation. You free, nigga. Shit, the fuck. Whoever owns something, owns something. And now we sitting there be like, well, shit, we want our reparations. Damn. You gotta go work for it. You gotta go put in 40 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Sit you up a 401k. Hope you get lucky. Go vote so they don't mess up the economy so you don't lose all your money in some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go be a Democrat over here. All I'm saying is, if you feel like you different from us and we don't bleed the same blood, take your ass back. Stop coming over here with that shit. Stop. Look. UK, Canada, wherever you from that ain't America. Because I feel the same way. If I didn't like Africa or didn't like Europe or didn't like any of them, I wouldn't go to them. Like I wouldn't be trying to visit them right now. I wouldn't be trying to go see how these people talk. I wouldn't be trying to go make friends in different countries. I'm not gonna disrespect that country when I get there. And God forbid, look, listen, if I move over there, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get that full citizenship. Dead serious. If I gotta get a dual citizenship, I'm gonna do it. But I'm not gonna play with my time and I'm not gonna play with these people. I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna keep it A100. Like that's what y'all need to do. Keep it A100. Like what the freak? Like, I was sitting there. Somebody asked me advice in Atlanta about protesting. I told them put down the Spanish flag and pick up an American one. If you really want to stay, pick up that red, white, and blue. You doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. You supposed to I love America with the damn shirt on, with the Panthers jersey or the New England Patriots jersey, and rock out, bro. You did it all wrong. You supposed to be strong over here in the where you want to be at, because that's what we would have did. We would have been like, but you got to understand. While you was over there doing what you was doing, we was over there flag men running front line. Like some of my ancestors were, they were the shield and the guy to carry the flag. So you know when they be like the rockets, red glare, bombs bursting in there, the niggas was holding that flag that the bombs was holding. That we was literally holding the flag. They scared as Kunta shaking his ass off like, please don't let this bomb hit me. For real. For real. It's a whole nother song to it. Like, y'all be tweaking, bro. I be like, bro, what is wrong with you? Are you cool? Like, is you cool? We invited you over here. We let our arms, look, bro, we letting you in the hood. You chilling, you drinking beers with us, you fucking on our bitches and shit, bro. Is you cool? Is you cool? If you're not, figure it out. I don't want to say go back. I just want to say figure it out, because I want to go back with you. I'm gonna be real. I want to go see the pyramids. Shit. I want to go see Big Ben. You don't think I want to go chill at Big Ben or the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Y'all making it hard. Y'all making me not want to go places because I'm afraid that something gonna skyrocket through the air while I'm trying to visit Palestine. Y'all crazy, bro. I don't got time for that shit. I don't do it over here. I be in New York. Cool. The worst thing I got to worry about is a drive-by, some shit like that in Atlanta or South Carolina. Worst case scenario, some bum comes up to you and says, you got $1? Let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario sometimes. Like, this is America. Don't let them catch you slipping, though. Best worst case scenario, when Trump got in, we thought he was going to send us off too. So y'all don't get mad at me, because a lot of black folks was like, well, damn, where he going to send us to? I was one of the first ones like, okay, we getting deported. Where I'm going, because shit. where they going to send me? And I'm like, do we get a choice? Because I want to go to Australia, or send me to like Poland or some shit. Like, send me to Göbekli Tepe. Matter of fact, send me to Turkey. If you're gonna send me somewhere, send me to Turkey. I want to get a Turkish girlfriend, but y'all crazy. But you crazy. Well, I'm gonna get deported too. Motherfucker gonna be like, no. No, I hate to tell you, but your people are from that side. Y'all are like the toughest crowd. I bet y'all hate me right now. I love you though, because I'm programmed to love you. Like, that's my programming. I got a God programming. My God programming tells me to love unbound, even when you don't like, because a lot of times it's not even hate. Hate is just that formal way of saying I dislike something to a degree. And sometimes I be like, it ain't even that bad, because I figure out what I hate. I kind of just don't understand it. And that's the real thing. Like, even parts of me, I'd be like, yo, I hate this side of me. I hate that I'm like this. And the thing is, I don't understand it. So I have to figure out, why am I like this? Or why do I feel like this? So this is when you receipt to yourself. You receipt into your house, and you develop that understanding, and you get to know yourself better, and you figure out why you're like that, and you're able to deal with yourself a little better. You're able to love yourself even more. And my thing, if you actually love yourself, you're not going to really be able to hate people, because you love yourself. You're going to be able to accept people for who they are. That's what I do. Like, don't get me wrong, I talk my shit. Programming. I'm black. Akashic Records. I've been beat the fuck up. I'm talking about throughout time. Throughout time. You got to understand what this shit really is. We can go beyond biblical, but this fight started on other planets. You know what I'm saying? This is how real it is. In other realms and other dimensions. I'm talking about ethereal realms. These battles started way before we got here. A war with the heavens. And then they descended on the earth. And then later on, you don't know that this is why you won. Because I'm going to tell you, after the reign of Alexander, the influence of extraterrestrial influence slacked off, and these became men wars, wars of men. Like all the wars then were fought in the name of God, but by men, in the name of gods, but by men. I'm telling you, like before that was the war of the gods. We were being led on a war path because they needed manpower, and we were a part of their manpower. Because to them, some of them, we were their kinsmen. We wasn't slaves. We wasn't creations. We were kinsmen. To others, we were slaves. We was creations. So you understand, it's a hierarchy. Some of them, you got to understand, some of these people, this has been taught in their bloodline because this is in their bloodline. I hate to say it, but look, listen, we all have Anunnaki bloodlines. That's why it's so imperative that you remember the angels that are over your house, because that's what the spirits are. The spirits are, the passing, but the continuing of your ancestral lineage. It's like, yo, we like to say it like this. They're in the spirit realm now. My people with God now, they in the ethereal realms now, chilling with God. That's the spiritual realm. So how could you be so ignorant not to realize that we all go to the spiritual realm, that even Earth itself and all of the cosmos as well resides in a level of the spirit realm? You know what I mean? But that's the thing, like, we so distracted by everything. Like I said, like I seen the assassination and all I seen was Kennedy. That's how powerful it was to me. I was like, damn. I'm asking my aunt, what did he do? He like, watch his videos. I'm like, yo, what did he do? What did he do for somebody to want to? Then I'm thinking to myself, they got all sorts of tyranny he could have did. It's levels to this shit. But he got in his feelings. Look, it was a cause and effect. Do I feel like it should have happened? No, it shouldn't have. Like I said, it's 2025, intellectuals. We can debate and talk about things. Hell, we can even box it out. But no one down here has that level of right. We just assume we do. We shouldn't be down here trying to take lives. We just assume that that's cool. We like, yo, animals do it. That's an animal. I thought you were human. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to be animal, that's cool. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But we're not that. We're intelligent beings. We're capable of making decisions, discernment, developing relationships with spiritual beings, talking to God. I'm not sure how many bears, lions, tigers do that shit, but I know we do it very, very effectively. And I'm going to tell you, the lady said, oh, prayer isn't going to work. Stop that. Prayer got a whole legacy of people through slavery. So stop that. I'm talking about prayer got them through it. Prayer is still getting them through it. You still getting your ass kicked through prayer, because we ain't about to lift our hands up on you. We don't got, look, programming. I'm programmed to believe and know that God got all my battles handled for me. Literally. So when I go to war, I know that I've already won. That's my programming. Because the book I read is like me reading the manuscript of a war guide. So I know he done already did everything the correct way. My demons have laid down. You know what I'm saying? Any ops or adversaries, they don't even make it to me. He take care of it for me. And for all those, look, I'm gonna let you know, I only say he because of programming. I'm saying, I'm not gonna say because it feels disrespectful. So I'd rather say he or she when it comes to the Most High. And when I say she, I'm referring to the motherly aspect of God. Most people will be like, well, damn, what you trying to say? God's a hermaphrodite? No. God doesn't have a sex or a gender. It's energy. He's energy. She's energy. Both masculine and feminine energy. Now, when you get down here, we get structures and laws based upon the physical body. And then we start diluting it. We start fucking it over. We start messing it up. Why? I don't know. Guess that's just our dark sides. It'd be like 8 people in a day. I'd be wanting to smack the shit out of them. But then I'd be like, damn, I love them. I'd be wanting to give them a hug too. So I'd be like, yeah, just forgive them and forgive me for feeling the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Forgive them for whatever they did. You know what I mean? Because it's like this. If you wanted to say it like this, do unto others. If you forgive that person, they can forgive you. You know what I'm saying? If you love that person, they can love you. Do unto others. If you punch that person, you know they can punch you, right? I'm just saying. Stop throwing punches if you don't want to be punched back. You dig? Now look, y'all go stream my music. Check me out online. Josie Fuller on everything. I'll be out here hustling. I just wanted to talk my shit. I was at the flea market early today, so I don't really feel like doing anything. I swear for God, I just seen 4 people walking to this Dollar Tree that was at the flea market. But I'm going to keep I'm gonna keep hitting. Plus, I got my CD for sale online. You know, the Clear View of Love. You see the QR code, scan it. Y'all, I've been talking my shit for a minute. Go back, watch my videos. Some of them it gets confusing, but I promise you, it's gonna lead you down the path of somewhere you want to be. You know, and I was really in here until I got 10 likes. I wanted to get 100 more likes or 1,000 more likes. I really want to look up and see 3,000 people watching, so then I could be like, watch hours achieved. The freak you talking about? Ah! But anyway, I told you, look, I do this for a check. I got bills to pay. I'm free, but I want to be freer with bills to pay. And you know, you a simp, but I am too. I'm a simp too. I want to pay all her bills. I don't know what you think this is. I want to love on her and keep her forever until death do us part. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I want to be big daddy, raising 4, 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Some of them ain't mine. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But look, listen. Because, you know, people start talking about Buddy that was like mad disrespectful to women because he was mad disrespectful to himself. And I be forgetting his name. Like, because some of this energy that we put out is only because you think you understand yourself, but you're really upset with yourself and things that you've been through in life that you haven't been able to come to terms with. It's what it is. Some of us have to find love within ourselves. That's why you should just search for God. Trust me, God gonna lead you to everything that you want in yourself to learn how to love yourself. Boom. But I'm gonna leave it on that note. Look, if my comments go crazy or this video goes viral, next time I come on, I'm gonna set up my microphone. I got my mic at the house, and I'm gonna do a live sit for y'all on live because you know I feel like maybe one day I'll get paid for that, and you know my streams are kind of residual, you know. So I love you guys, and it's about to be time for me to make that DistroKid payment. So if y'all want to show some support, so it don't have to always come out of my pocket, you show a little bit more support. Buy something at the website. Fuck with me. Rock with your boy. I rock with you. I gotta go spend some money with other black businesses right quick, and then I guess I don't gotta get nothing out of Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna go to the store that's owned by some other black people and get me some stuff out of there because I'm a boycott just to break a system and prove a point. You guys should boycott it with me. They don't know how to do it the right way. You see the thing is, you white and you boycotting a white system. I don't get that. I can see if they was all Latino boycotting the system, and that means they pulled their spending power. But you kind of white, and you know, to me, corporate America is white. So I don't get that. But when we do it, and you know, because and I'm not saying that in a way to be like it is that. No. When I say white, I mean they're white, like slave owner white. Like they still got master's blood in them. Like I'm just saying, that's still like that's not this generation. Corporate ain't really this generation. Some of corporate is this generation. And if you are, you're not white, you're American. You know what I'm saying? So that hurts. I can understand that. But white, like go home and say nigga and talk shit behind closed doors because you still don't understand us and you still don't understand yourself even more. You trying to figure out why we ain't did a super rebel against you because we ain't on that. We got almost what we wanted. We got you to back off us and take the chains off and let us go plot a field for free. I mean, plot a field for some money, and then we got just as much a chance to make a million as you got. Look, listen. You wanna know what's up? To me, that shit was equivalent to fighting, to martial artists fighting. We survived it and we proved strength, resilience. We proved so much resilience. And then when we rebel, we proved that we strong enough to fuck you up if we want to. You know what I'm saying? We'll punch you back if we have to. Take these chains off, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Take them off of me so I can whoop your ass. You feel me? And that's what we did. It's like when we in the hood, like, yeah, you ain't so big without your badge. Take that shit off. Take the badge off. Now, sometimes we get our ass whooped when they take that badge off. But a lot of times, a nigga is about to get off in your ass. Your partner can't do shit but watch unless he want to jump in and take his badge off and get his ass whooped too. I'm just playing. I love y'all. I love all y'all. That ain't the stuff I be on. But I really be on some, we just need to do better. We need to do better. Because behind me or up above me is an open sky. And from that open sky, anything can take us out. Below me, ha! Bro, you don't think the way I think. I be waiting for the ground to open up and swallow everything. I'm talking about everything. I be waiting for Earth to feel some type of way and start churning the surface. But you know how far that is? Boy, you're going to feel like you perpetually falling through space. Perpetually. Bro, you ain't even gonna hit nothing because you're gonna die before your body hit anything. That's how deep in it is. Crazy. But anyway, we're gonna come back to a reality scape of where we are still alive and we come together and we figure out how to survive whatever may come. You feel me? Y'all get started working on my flying cars. I'm gonna keep trying to make a piece of copper float using sound. I'm literally trying to do this junk using sound. You know, I make music, so why not try to do stuff with sound? I be trying to heal my body with sound. I literally be trying to heal myself with vibrations. You know, I don't know if this is the 432 megahertz. I'm gonna be real. I got sick with the 808s one time, and I just hit an hour. I literally just hit an hour. How y'all doing? Get y'all to check me out today? Not today. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. When y'all ready, yo, you might see me up here. Just come on, holler at me. You see this QR code? Talk to me. Anyway, it's more like this, man. You see how bro was like, I'm cool. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we was talking about this shit at the flea market. We was talking about this shit because we talk about it every year. So I be like walking through the flea market and, you know, even I find myself doing it. I be like going past everybody. But, you know, I got a purpose because most of the time, if I like you, I'm going to shop with you. It don't matter your color. It don't matter none of that shit. If I like you, I'm going to rock with you, period. But most people are noticing. You know, you got in places where it's predominantly white. I'll say it like that. And then when I say white, I say people that still got master's blood in them. They still feel like you ain't good enough to lick the dirt off my shoe type feelings. Like they'll smile in your face, but they still feel like you're not good enough. And then you got the real people, the people that's you my brother. I don't give let's have a drink together. People that'll stand by like Cat Williams say, what did he do? Well, what did he do? That's a real person. That's a real fucking person. Because other people are just going to be ready to snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? And them might be niggas, might be black folks. Most of the time, I distinguish niggas from black folks. It's a difference. You might not think it is, but it's a difference. It's a difference between niggas and black folks. Niggas is niggas that was raised in America. We them niggas. Niggas. If you want to call anybody N-U-G-S or N-U-N-E-G-U-S, niggas, then it's us. It's us over here. We the niggas. We them niggas. What them niggas? We them niggas. Them black folks over there. Them is black folks. Saying like I'm being for real. What's up, bro? You gonna check me out? R&B Soul. It's fire. And me. Original. Yeah. Just a donation. 14 amazing tracks. Come maybe next time. But yeah, so man, like I said, it just prompted me to go live because for the last few weeks I've been watching, you know, and to be honest with y'all, that's just me popping shit. You black, nigga black. To me, we all black. White folks is just another level of black. It's nothing down here that's really white. You want to say anything? I can't even call you pale because most of y'all got like a color to you, like a nice. Like I'm gonna be real. I be seeing colors on people. I be seeing like. Because to me, snow ain't white either. Snow is snow color. And snow is beautiful. I'm going to be real. Snow is fucking beautiful, bro. I be like wanting to lay in snow. So I don't know what y'all be. You be like, snow bunnies? Yeah, bro. Damn right. It's like laying with some snow, bro. You crazy. You know, black is beautiful forever. That's why I be like, all of this coloring names and shit and colors and stuff, we just making it difficult for ourselves. We just want to say humans. That way I can get rid of all the race shit. Humans. We're human beings. Yeah, that set of humans over there in Africa. The African humans. The Asian humans. The Mexican humans. This way we ain't gotta put colors on it. Cause you know the only real colors is like nobody calls Asians yellow people. Nobody says that shit. Ain't nobody calling Indians real. Ain't nobody but the upper echelons are trying to classify us as colors, as we're rainbows. We're rainbows. We're pieces of a freaking rainbow. Let me get off y'all line, bro. Let me stop messing with y'all. Man, I love y'all, man. Let me goddamn look, man. If all y'all buy my CD, I might not even have to stand out here right now. You know, get me off and out here. Just go online, josiefuller.com, purchase a CD, purchase a t-shirt, purchase some shoes, purchase anything. All of it helps me get further in my career. You just be like, go home and research stuff to talk about. And like I said, if y'all go through, stream my music, come back to this live after you stream my music, find your favorite song, comment it in the live. And the next time I go live, That's what I'll be performing live with music, not singing a cappella, with music, live with music. I will be performing for you guys. I love you guys. Stay up. I love you guys. That's all I want to say, man. I want you guys to know somebody loves you. Like that Patti LaBelle song, somebody really loves you. Like you want to call it platonic, it don't matter. When I'm up, I'm up. I'll help your ass out. You feel me? I'm hurt right now, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to figure out which way to go. I love you though. Stay up.